the Cajun Navy is dropping in the water. In fact, it's several different boats that the Cajun Navy has dropped in. You can see, take a look right there. You can even see the depth of the water with the female who is in the water. Now take a look, guys. This is a hotel. This is a Motel 6. You can even see the signs. Let's show them, if we can show them the signs over there, how deep the water is right here. And then if you can take a look further down the interstate, it's just hard to digest this. It was what, 4 years ago today that we were doing the exact same thing in Orange, Texas with the Cajun Navy. In fact, the exact same day. Unfortunately, this is something all too often that we're having to cover. We have seen a number of helicopters out and about. And it could even also be the governor assessing, aerial assessing that is. So again, the Cajun Navy, look, take a look right behind you. Cajun Navy is gearing up, ready to head on out to make some rescues. In fact, since we even got here, a lot of people have been even coming up and saying, hey, their loved ones are, or I was about to say locked in, but stranded in their homes. If we can go get them, I have addresses of where we're going to go.
Come out here to Laplace. I live in New Orleans. Come get my aunt and my cousins.
So we left out in the direction towards their neighborhood, now boating over roadways that have turned into waterways thanks to Hurricane Ida. I tagged along with the Cajun Navy 2016. Our specific boat had the creator of the Cajun Navy 2016, John Bridgers, and a young man volunteering for the very first time with the Cajun Navy, Hayden. Alongside us were several other boats from the same team, all going in different directions to help in any way. We started trying to find Christopher Smoot's family.
Hello? Anybody home?
But with no cell service, Smoot had no idea his family had already been rescued before we got there. So we continued down the neighborhood in Laplace.
Hello? Anybody want to get out?
That's when we found Jeff and Susie Rometta outside their home.
Everything that we've built since we've been together is gone. We figured that we could ride it out. Everything was good until about 3:30 yesterday afternoon. About 3:30, the winds really started to pick up. The water started coming in. Actually, it was, you could watch it. It was coming in up through the entrance of the subdivision, and it was actually coming across. And
at that point, it was raining really hard, and the winds were really strong. And we didn't know. We thought it was rainwater that was accumulating, and then we realized it was coming in pretty fast. And it was literally a matter of 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and we had water at the door. Then we had a foot of water outside the window that we could see, and then it just started pouring in the house.
Yeah.
And it rose from our ankle to our calf to our thigh in just a matter of minutes. And we were able to push open one of the doors and grab our dogs and go upstairs into the attic.
The last their families heard from them was that they were stranded in the attic, and then they lost service.
So our family out there, Gabby Heil in Thibodaux, and Seth Richard in Thibodaux, and Rebecca in Foley, Alabama, we're here and we're safe.
Yeah.
We're just trying to get out.
The couple will tell you they weren't prepared for the storm surge, but they were prepared with food.
It's all in there, covered in water from the lake.
Yeah.
So our refrigerators dumped over once the water started rushing in. All of our belongings literally floated from room to room, and so everything that we prepared to have, we don't have.
They chose to stay instead of getting a ride out with the Cajun Navy, saying as soon as the water dropped, they were headed to their family. We continued to parallel Interstate 10 further into the neighborhood, watching a coach bus head into New Orleans for rescues and transports. In the sky, numerous helicopters getting a bird's eye view of the damage. In the water, tons of debris like this broken fence, a fire hydrant nearly covered, a street sign blown to the ground, trees completely uprooted everywhere, and people braving it just to get a glimpse of their homes.
This was our first time coming back home after everything, and we were hoping that it wasn't, so bad that, there was just a little wind damage, but we go in and it's like everything has to be like starting over again, basically starting over again. It's very hard. This is, our second time that we did out here in Laplace. We lost our house in Isaac, and we ended up staying that time, and it was very devastating. Our kids were really young at the time, and I remember walking through these neighborhoods with flooded waters and just seeing everything, you know, we worked so hard for, and then to have to come back and do it all over again, it's just very heartbreaking. It's devastating, and it's hard. It's hard because you work so hard, you know, and it's just material things, but it's, you know, the displacement, you know, my son's a senior this year, and it's like, I feel like that's just all taken away.
Like making that shift to the east, that just made it twice as worse.
I'm a resident of Laplace, Louisiana, and these kind fellows and ladies are going to show us our house for the first time in Laplace, Louisiana after the flood. It's kind of devastating, but we're going to get through it. Man, it's better than what I thought. The neighbor got more damage than us, but it looks salvageable. You gotta stay optimistic.
Four-legged friends were also part of the rescues. Along the way, several reminders that Ida left its mark through Laplace. Trees down on homes, part of a roof now up against a garage, people's belongings stacked up in an attic that's now visible because it was blown away. And this, the second floor, clearly showing someone's closet. Despite the heavy downpour during rescues and taking people to and from their homes, that did not stop the Cajun Navy.
You know, ever since 2016, it's just been a calling for me. You gotta be a kind of special person to do things like this. You're leaving your own family behind during a storm. You know, even myself, each one of them have pretty much left their families at home. We all of Louisiana got hit pretty much, you know, with this hurricane, the path it took, at least the majority of our volunteers. But, you know, they buttoned down the hatches at home, and next thing you know, we out here with boats doing what we do and saving people and helping them out.
I'm actually from New Orleans, but I live in Baton Rouge. I was headed to Laplace. My son was in distress at his home. House was full of water, couldn't get out, so I was heading down this way to come get him. The last time I talked to him was like midnight last night. So I headed down this way this morning to come and see if I could help him out. When I got here, water was off the interstate, water was off Airline Highway. I tried to use my GPS to get to his home, couldn't, got trapped, my car flooded out. The guy from the Cajun Navy helped me out. I mean, those folks just came and got me, put me in a boat. They said, where you want to go? I said, any place where somebody can pick me up.
Along with the Cajun Navy, Wildlife and Fisheries was out with their amphibious vehicle making trips back and forth. High water vehicles getting people out as well, and even this big rig giving out water from his flatbed.
Oh, we're okay. Thank you.
As we made our way out, we paralleled Interstate 10 again, but the floodwaters were so high that you can't even see the off-ramp anymore. In fact, even though we're in a boat, it appears as if we're coming off the interstate in a car. Here's a look down exit 209, one of the Laplace exits. At the Pilot gas station, more reminders of Ida's fury. Winds tossing 18-wheelers around like toys. Gas pumps ripped apart. One big rig that set 4 others on fire, and that's still burning. A truck full of grass from the bed to the front, and this car keeping another big rig from falling on the ground.
Not the actual water, it's wind that blew that truck today, you know.
Did you hear it?
Yes. Yes. And that sounds like a bomb blast, when you know. Everybody, if you are here that time, you will hear it.
Oy is a cab driver from New Orleans. Sunday, a customer needed a drive from NOLA to the Houston airport. Oy was on his way back home when he couldn't beat Ida and was forced to exit off in Laplace.
Yesterday, I was scared because I thought I'm going to die or something. Because it was 6:30 at night, 6:37. It was really blowing so hard. So my car was flooded, my van. So I have to jump out of it when the van was shaking, like it's about to, you know, turn it around. So I parked at the corner over there, not right here.
But the wind pushed his cab on the curb. Now he's stuck at the Pilot till the water recedes and he can go home. We headed back to our trucks, all while seeing even more destruction and literally dodging low-lying power lines. After a full day, it was finally time to pack up, but not before a quick thank you to all the Cajun Navy 2016 members who came out.
I hit this area pretty hard. We received a whole lot of calls for distress through our grasshopper hotline. People asking for requesting rescues and whatnot. It was only today, this afternoon, we were able to get down here to it. A lot of the people had already been kind of evacuated, but there were still some out there. And
the reason it took so long to get to Laplace is because so many routes were closed. Plus, this team started in Ponchatoula earlier in the day, then realized they were needed more so in Laplace. On the way, we saw numerous trucks heading into town to help with electricity. Debris on the roadway, what's now left of the old U.S. Park by the old New Orleans airport. On Airline Highway near Kenner and into Laplace, the destruction only got worse. Ida made landfall in Lower Lafourche Parish as a Category 4 with winds up to 150 miles an hour before moving north, ripping a historic path through places like St. John the Baptist Parish. But no matter how long it took, these volunteers made it. And after a full day of helping, they're headed back to the capital city, even taking Mr. Vance back home after he flooded his car he came in to rescue his own son.
I'm stuck, but Cajun Navy again going to give me a ride back to Baton Rouge. I mean, they just fed me, gave me a sandwich. My prayers are going to always be with the Cajun Navy. Been hearing about y'all for a long time. Really appreciate y'all, though.
Yes, sir.
Really. Thank y'all for what y'all do, though.
We're just honored to be able to do it,
Right.
Good Lord willing, and keeps providing ways for it to all happen. We're going to keep doing it as long as we can.
People need that, though.
Yes,
nice
sir.
meeting you.
A lot of people here in Laplace asking for your prayers tonight. Please keep them in your prayers and keep all Louisiana and Mississippi and everybody else in the path of Ida in your prayers. With Unfiltered with Kieran, I'm Kieran Chawla, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Unfiltered with Kieran.